What's going on, guys? It is November 8th. I'm here. I'm here by a huge ditch right by me. This is kind of really close for a dead shot. It's Tom 2 years in a row. I got an east wind. It's in my face. All my shots are pretty much in front of me. This is a big ditch where deer are moving back and forth from private. I got a picture of a really nice buck yesterday at like 4 p.m. about 20 yards in front of me where my trail camera is. Seems he's moving north and south, or east and west on this ditch line right here. And the ditch has got water in it, which is surprising because it's been pretty dry everywhere. I came in as I was climbing up, a bunch of does were blowing. They saw me climbing up, so that kind of sucks. I got off work today at 6, so I got here as quick as I could. It's 9 o'clock, so it took me 3 hours to get here. But we're gonna sit here all day. It's 9 o'clock, so we're gonna be 9 to 5 today. We're gonna be in the stand for 8 hours. I can't see myself not seeing a deer for 8 hours, but there's a lot. I don't know what's going on, but there's so many guys showing up from Missouri, South Carolina, North Carolina, all shooting small game. It makes no sense to me because we don't really have a lot of small game up here. But there are guys with dogs everywhere. I think I'm going to be safe here. I don't think I'm going to see anybody over here. Knock on wood. But a bunch of trails come together right here. So hopefully we'll get at least a doe down, something. But hopefully that buck shows up, or another big buck, and we get the job done. I want to take my wife out when gun season gets here so she can get herself a deer, a buck, anything, whatever she wants to kill. My climber's not really facing away where I think all my shots are, because this tree's pretty bare and I don't want them to see me standing up and everything. That's usually how I position my climbers, and everything are actually away. So the recording may be a little weird depending on where the deer come from. Knowing my luck, a buck's gonna come right behind me, but it's so thick behind me. I mean, there is a chance that they could come from this way, but I'm just excited to be out in the woods. It's a beautiful fall day. Hopefully we kill something. I see a deer. Meep. Meep. Sorry, that buck came. I couldn't get the camera around. He locked me immediately. I couldn't get the camera around to him, and I only had like three or four spots. He was angling and he was going to get to a spot where I didn't have a shot anymore. He was like 27, 28, and it looked high. Well, we're gonna give him some time. Funny enough, my trail camera actually catches this entire shot. And unfortunately, this buck pinpointed me immediately and absolutely jumped my string. This buck, I think, probably dropped a foot where my shot was. I initially thought my shot was high, but if you go back and look at this footage in slow motion, it is absolutely ridiculous how quickly this buck pinpoints me and just drops. I mean, watch this drop right here. It's absolutely ridiculous. I cannot believe my trail camera caught this. My arrow hits the top of his hide. There was no blood whatsoever. I mean, he just drops to the floor at 25 yards. Look at this. Just absolutely spins and turns and drops. My arrow only hit the top of his hide. Didn't really hurt him. And unfortunately, the heartbreak does not end here. What's going on, guys? So it's kind of raining still a little bit. It's kind of a warm, cloudy, rainy, nasty day. I didn't see anything this morning. Nobody's really hunting here today, so it's the wind shifted to a west wind, so it's blowing that way. So not really a great wind where I was sitting. So we're just gonna kind of slow walk in these woods and find a place to hunt this evening. Not really sure what footage wise what I'm gonna get. I'm just gonna slap my GoPro on and see what happens. And I know these bucks are out looking for does, but for whatever reason they're not looking for does around me. So we're just gonna have a slow walk kind of day today and see what happens. Maybe we'll kill some. What's going on? So I'm in between these two trees on the ground. Kind of got a hill jack set up. I got my GoPro facing that way, and I got my camera on my arm right here. This is an extremely heavy trail right here, and the ditch is about 150 yards south of me. The wind's in my face, and any deer coming and traveling through here, I got some pretty good shots because it's really thick back in here. The fire lane is right next to me. So we're just gonna call and grunt and rattle and see what shows up. Not sure if I'm gonna get great footage sitting right here because if they get on top of me quick, I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to move. I'm probably not gonna hear them coming either because the ground is so wet. I was trying to look for someone's tree stand, but I couldn't find anything. Most of these tree stands out here are ladder stands anyway, and I don't like hunting out of those. I'm gonna sit tight. I don't know how long I'm gonna sit here. I may sit here all day. Just crawl, just call, grunt, and rattle the whole day. See what happens. About 10 minutes after those does move off, I look in front of me and I see an absolute huge 8-pointer behind a doe. Thinking they're going to come into the fire lane immediately, I get the camera up where I think the buck's going to be and I go at full draw. But this buck is extremely cautious, and I've been at full draw for about 2.5 minutes already, and I'm shaking like a leaf. Sorry if the footage is a little shaky here. I had a big buck in front of me about 25 yards. I'm going to let this video play out in real time for the remainder of this video, but just watch what happens. I know. I should have shot him at the last second. I held that bow for almost 8 minutes. I was shaking so bad. He needed to take either one step to the right or one step to the left. That's the biggest buck I've ever drawn on. I was just so scared to hit one of those branches. I look behind me and I just see a doe and I just see white rack. He saw me standing here, but he couldn't win me and he couldn't tell what I was. The doe walked that way and he walked out and he didn't want to follow her. Dang it. It is literally last year all over again. Last year, 2 days before gun season, I had a big 8 by me. Not as big as him, but a big 8. And he got past me. And the same thing happened again. That is like the 13th deer I've seen in the last 2 hours in this spot. I could have shot that doe all day long. Ain't that typical? I seriously want to cry. He needed to take like 2 more steps, and I would have drilled him. That one hurts. That one hurts. That one stings. To be so close. My arms and my triceps are shaking, and I don't even know if I can pull my bow back again. I held that bow for so long. Oh my God, he's such a big buck. That's the biggest buck I've seen all year. Well, it was better than taking a stupid shot, I guess, but I don't know if I'm going to recover from that. That one's going to hurt for a while.